Have you ever wondered if the things you're spending your money on are worth it as you grow older? You've worked hard all your life, and now it's time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. But are you unknowingly draining your savings on things that don't bring lasting value? In this video, we're going to reveal 9 things that are a complete waste of your money in old age, along with practical tips and strategies to make sure your finances are working for you, not against you. From avoiding unnecessary luxury purchases to making smarter choices with technology and healthcare, you'll learn how to stop wasting money and start investing in what truly matters. By the end of this video, you'll understand how small shifts in your spending can lead to greater financial freedom, more fulfilling experiences, and peace of mind. We'll show you how to take control of your finances and focus on what enriches your life, your health, relationships, and personal well-being. So, stick with us as we dive into how you can make wiser financial choices in your golden years and live life on your terms, not burdened by unnecessary costs or fleeting luxuries. This is your opportunity to live with purpose and intention, and will help guide you every step of the way. Don't miss out. Let's get started. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me. And if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1 is expensive brand name clothing. As we journey through the later years of our lives, we often find ourselves reflecting on what truly matters. It becomes abundantly clear that the real value of life isn't measured by the clothes we wear or the brands we flaunt, but by the way we feel about ourselves, deep down in our souls. In a world that constantly pushes us to keep up with trends and societal expectations, the temptation to indulge in expensive brand name clothing can be overwhelming. At first glance, these flashy high-end labels may seem like a ticket to admiration, a way to prove ourselves to the world. But if we are truly honest with ourselves, do these labels bring lasting happiness? The satisfaction they offer is often fleeting, a brief moment of recognition that fades all too quickly. Every dollar spent on a designer outfit is a dollar that could have been put toward something infinitely more valuable. Could it be better spent on a heartfelt gift for a grandchild, one that speaks to the love and care we have for them? Or perhaps it could fund a donation to a cause that stirs our hearts, allowing us to leave a mark on the world in a more meaningful way. It could even be spent on a simple dinner shared with a dear friend, nourishing not just our bodies, but our souls as well. These are the moments that truly warm our hearts and fill our lives with richness far beyond the temporary satisfaction of a new outfit. As we age, we begin to realize that our bodies change, and comfort becomes a necessity. We no longer have the same tolerance for discomfort that we once did, and rightfully so. Why would we spend our hard-earned money on a pair of expensive shoes if they cause us pain, leaving us with aching feet at the end of the day? Choosing clothing that is not only well-made but also practical and comfortable becomes a way of honoring ourselves. It's an investment in our well-being, an acknowledgement that we deserve to feel at ease in our skin. This, in itself, is a form of self-respect, a quiet but powerful rebellion against the pressures of society that urge us to prioritize appearance over comfort. By making these choices, we also set a profound example for the younger generations. We teach them that life isn't about impressing others with our possessions, but about living authentically, with integrity and mindfulness. We show them that dignity isn't something that can be bought. It's found in how we carry ourselves and how we treat those around us. Our legacy will not be determined by the designer labels in our closets, but by the love, kindness, and wisdom we share with others, especially the ones we hold dear. Ultimately, the pursuit of expensive brand name clothing is a hollow endeavor. It offers nothing but a brief moment of gratification, often at the expense of our financial security and true happiness. Instead, when we prioritize timeless, durable, and affordable clothing choices, we free ourselves to focus on what truly matters: the health of our bodies, the strength of our relationships, and the simple pleasures that money can't buy. Let us not forget that the true measure of a fulfilling life isn't found in the clothes we wear, but in the love we give, the memories we create, and the wisdom we pass on. 2. Upgrading to the latest technology. In a world that's constantly buzzing with the latest innovations and technological marvels, it's incredibly easy to feel the weight of societal pressure to upgrade to the newest gadgets every single year. Everywhere we look, companies are selling us the idea that these upgrades are essential to our happiness and well-being, promising that the new device will somehow revolutionize our lives. But if we stop for just a moment and truly let ourselves reflect on what's being offered, we often find that these promises aren't so much about enhancing our lives as they are about encouraging us to buy into a never-ending cycle of consumption. It's a cycle that preys on our desire for novelty, claiming that the newest tech will solve all our problems, when in reality, it's often just another marketing ploy to get us to spend. For those of us who are older, it can feel especially unnecessary. The devices we already own often serve us perfectly well for what we need. Staying in touch with loved ones, browsing the web, watching our favorite movies, or diving into a good book. Those things matter far more than the latest model with just a few minor updates, yet we're told that upgrading is the only way forward. And let's be honest, when you think about it, those incremental improvements, slightly faster processors, better cameras, rarely justify the steep price tag. Spending thousands of dollars on a new gadget that ultimately performs the same functions as the one we already have can feel, well, pretty hollow. It's a purchase that lacks real meaning, especially when you consider that the money could be better spent on experiences, meaningful activities, or necessities that bring us lasting joy and fulfillment. The emotional cost of constantly upgrading is something we often overlook. It's not just about the money, although that's certainly a big factor. Upgrading to a new device can be emotionally draining, too. Learning to navigate a new system, figuring out all the new features, and managing the frustration of a device that doesn't feel intuitive can be an exhausting and stressful experience. Technology should bring us joy and convenience, not frustration. For many of us, the process of mastering yet another device often leads to a sense of inadequacy or confusion rather than excitement or satisfaction. In this phase of life, simplicity becomes a powerful source of peace. Holding onto a familiar device that does the job, something we've grown comfortable with and understand, is, quite frankly, often the wisest choice. It's okay to choose comfort over the lure of novelty. Technology is supposed to serve us, to make our lives easier, not become masters we are constantly trying to appease. Instead of chasing after the next shiny thing, it's worth asking ourselves, does this upgrade truly improve my life? Does the device I already have still meet my needs? More often than not, the answer isn't found in the latest gadget. It's found in appreciating what we already have. By choosing to focus on what works, we regain control over our resources and direct our energy toward the things that truly matter. Our relationships, our health, and the small moments of joy that enrich our daily lives. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Sometimes, the best upgrade is not upgrading at all. Instead, it's about savoring the simplicity and peace that comes with holding on to what already serves us. Life is too precious to get caught in a never-ending race for the next best thing. 3. Credit card interest. Credit card interest can seem like a harmless part of life, a tool that offers convenience, rewards, and flexibility. On the surface, it feels like a small price to pay for the convenience of purchasing what we need right now, but for so many of us, it can transform into something far more insidious, a silent thief that stealthily drains our finances. In our later years, when every penny counts more than ever, these interest payments become a heavy burden that quietly eats away at our hard-earned savings. The toll it takes is more than just monetary. It's emotional, deeply affecting our peace of mind and even our quality of life. As we grow older, we come to realize how precious every dollar is. With fewer years ahead to make up for financial losses, it becomes painfully clear that those little interest payments can add up to something devastating. The trouble with credit card interest is its compounding nature. It doesn't just stay static, it grows. When we carry a balance, interest accumulates on top of the interest we've already accrued, creating a vicious cycle that feels impossible to break free from. What began as a small, seemingly insignificant purchase can balloon into an overwhelming debt that feels like it's sucking the life out of our finances. And worse yet, it limits our ability to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. Things like going out for a nice meal, taking care of our homes, or paying for necessary health care. It's heartbreaking to think of the money that could have been spent on something meaningful, on a special moment, a memory, or a healthcare treatment we desperately need, wasted on something so avoidable. And yet, so many of us find ourselves in this position, where we're constantly fighting to stay afloat in a sea of high-interest debt. There's nothing quite like the feeling of watching your savings slip through your fingers, knowing it could have been used to improve your life in ways that matter so much more than interest payments. Breaking free from this exhausting cycle requires more than just a simple plan. It requires a shift in mindset, a renewed commitment to reclaiming control over our financial future. The path to financial freedom doesn't have to be complicated, but it does require discipline and determination. Paying off your balance in full each month is the simplest and most powerful way to avoid interest altogether. If you're already carrying a balance, tackle it with urgency. Start by focusing on the card with the highest interest rate and work your way down. The relief of watching those balances shrink is more than just financial. It's emotional. It's the weight lifting off your shoulders, the peace of mind returning. If you feel overwhelmed or uncertain, don't hesitate to reach out to a financial advisor or credit counselor. These professionals can offer valuable guidance, helping you create a plan tailored to your unique circumstances. Their support can be a lifeline in moments of financial distress. In this stage of life, financial freedom is no longer a luxury, it's a necessity. It's about having the ability to enjoy your retirement, take care of your health, maintain your home, and savor the things that matter most without the constant worry of mounting debt. By eliminating credit card interest, you're not just improving your finances, you're reclaiming your life. You're giving yourself the gift of security, freedom, and peace of mind. With this newfound control over your money, you can focus on what truly matters: your health, your happiness, and your relationships. It's time to stop letting credit card interest steal from you and start using your money for the things that truly enhance your life. 4. Unused subscriptions. Subscriptions often sneak into our lives without us fully realizing it. Perhaps starting innocently with a free trial or a glowing recommendation from a friend who swears by the service. Before you know it, they're quietly settling into our routine, and we forget about them. These seemingly harmless little charges slowly begin to chip away at our finances, taking small, consistent amounts from our bank accounts month after month. For those of us in the later stages of life, particularly those managing a fixed income, these forgotten or underused subscriptions can accumulate, often unnoticed, for years. It's a quiet drain that can easily go overlooked. Think about the streaming services that you signed up for, full of excitement, only to use them once or twice. Maybe it's a gym membership you've hardly set foot in, or those magazine subscriptions that pile up, unread. We justify these small purchases because they seem so insignificant on their own. But when you add them up, perhaps hundreds of dollars a year, it's clear that they're taking away from what matters. It's not just about the financial cost, though. It's about so much more than that. It's about regaining control over your own life and the way you choose to spend your hard-earned money. When something no longer serves you, when it no longer adds joy or meaning to your days, it becomes nothing more than a burden. And that's perfectly okay. There is no shame in taking a step back and reevaluating your choices. The act of doing so can bring a sense of peace, a weight lifted from your shoulders. There's a profound clarity that comes with saying, I no longer need this. Ask yourself, are these subscriptions enriching your life? Or have they simply become a financial anchor that holds you back? Take action. Cancel what's no longer necessary, and seek out alternatives that are free or low cost but still valuable. This small act of intentionality not only frees up precious resources but also empowers you to spend your money where it truly counts. With every dollar saved, You create the space to invest in what matters. Experiences that nurture your soul, relationships that bring you comfort and happiness, and the things that genuinely bring you joy. You deserve to feel in control, to embrace a lifestyle where you're not weighed down by things that no longer serve your highest good. In doing so, you unlock a future full of possibility and freedom, one where every decision is made with purpose, care, and a deep respect for the precious time and energy you've earned throughout your life. 5. Lottery tickets. How easy it is to be swept away by the allure of a lottery ticket. The dream it promises is almost intoxicating, a life transformed overnight with just one stroke of luck. A sudden influx of money could banish the worries that weigh heavy on your heart and open a world of possibilities you've always longed for. It's a fantasy many of us cling to, especially as we grow older. There's something profoundly tempting about the idea of finally being free from financial struggle after decades of hard work, of having enough to give to our children and grandchildren, or perhaps even donate to causes we care about. The thought of a life unburdened by bills or concerns seems so within reach, just a few numbers away. But what is the reality of that dream? The truth is, the odds of winning big are not just slim, they are nearly non-existent. It's a bitter pill to swallow, especially when we are constantly encouraged by flashing advertisements, hopeful promises, and the tantalizing potential of an instant escape. It's so easy to get caught in the cycle, buying ticket after ticket, hoping that this time will be different. We convince ourselves that the next one could be the one. But behind the glitz and glamour of the lottery's promises lies a hard truth. The money we spend on tickets adds up over time. What starts as a few dollars here and there eventually becomes thousands. For older adults, this can be especially painful. After years of diligent work, careful saving, and often struggling to make ends meet, the idea of one large sum of money can feel like the only way to finally break free. But instead of investing in fleeting dreams that are built on luck, think about what those same resources could offer if used wisely. Small, consistent investments, whether in your health, your relationships, or your future, can create security and peace of mind that a lottery ticket never will. The money spent could have been used for meaningful purposes, whether it's building a retirement fund, securing a little nest egg for emergencies, or even creating the kind of experiences that bring lasting joy. The emotional toll of playing the lottery is another hidden cost. Every ticket comes with a spark of hope, just a little glimmer of possibility. But each time you lose, that hope fades, piece by piece. What starts as excitement often gives way to frustration, and over time, that resignation can quietly erode your spirit. For those already facing the challenges of aging, the emotional weight of losing repeatedly can feel even heavier. Instead of nurturing your hope, the lottery can become a reminder of all that seems out of your control. We must come to accept that true wealth doesn't come from chance. No, it comes from thoughtful, deliberate action. It's built through steady effort, through small choices that add up over time, and through investing in things that truly matter: relationships, experiences, and personal growth. Rather than chasing improbable luck, we can channel that energy into things that are tangible and real. Building savings, learning new skills, volunteering for causes that fill your heart, or simply spending quality time with those you love, these are the kinds of investments that return something far greater than money. True wealth is not found in the fleeting moment of a jackpot. It's found in the richness of your life, in the connections you've built, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing you've lived intentionally. The lottery can promise you instant riches, but the richest life is created through thoughtful choices, gratitude, and the wisdom that only age can bring. When we focus on the things that matter most, we not only enrich our own lives, but create a legacy of joy and fulfillment that no windfall could ever match. That is the real treasure. 6. Excessive food delivery services. In today's rapidly moving world, food delivery services are hailed as the epitome of convenience and ease. The allure of a warm meal arriving directly at your doorstep can be irresistible, especially when life feels like it's moving too fast or when we're overwhelmed with responsibilities. We've all experienced those moments of exhaustion when the last thing we want to do is cook, and the idea of simply ordering food seems like the ultimate solution. But what many fail to recognize, especially as we grow older, is that regularly turning to food delivery services can do more than just make a dent in your wallet. It can slowly erode the stability of your finances and strip away the everyday joys that truly nourish the soul. The hidden costs of food delivery often slip by unnoticed, quietly creeping up and accumulating over time. Sure, there's the initial price of the meal, but then comes the added service fees, the delivery charges, and, of course, the ever-present tips that make a seemingly affordable meal anything but. Before you know it, that modest order becomes twice the cost you anticipated, and what was once a quick and easy solution becomes an ongoing expense that can seriously strain your budget. I can't help but wonder how many of us, without even realizing it, have spent hundreds, if not thousands, over time on these services. Money that could have gone to far more meaningful purposes. Perhaps saving for healthcare, investing in hobbies, or creating cherished moments with those we love. But there's something more profound at play here, something that stretches beyond mere finances. When we rely on food delivery too often, we risk losing the connection with the food itself, a connection that goes far beyond sustenance. There's something deeply rewarding about cooking your meals, even the simplest dishes. It's an act that engages the senses, sparks creativity, and gives us a profound sense of accomplishment. It can be a meditative experience, a moment of mindfulness that helps center us and connects us to the present moment. For me, the act of cooking feels like grounding my spirit, taking the time to lovingly prepare something from scratch to nurture my body. And what is life without those small, joyful acts that make us feel alive? More than that, cooking and preparing meals provide an opportunity for social connection. Yes, the grocery store and local markets can be places of real interaction, not just with the food, but with the people around us. A simple conversation with a cashier, a smile from a fellow shopper, or a quick chat with a vendor at the farmer's market. It's these little exchanges that help build a sense of community and belonging. When you order in, however, that connection is lost. Your food is delivered by someone you don't know, and while it's convenient, it can leave you feeling isolated in the process. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. I fully understand that for those with physical limitations or those in less fortunate circumstances, food delivery may feel like an unavoidable necessity. However, there are often more affordable, healthier, and equally convenient alternatives. Many community organizations offer low-cost meal programs tailored specifically for seniors, delivering wholesome, balanced meals right to your door, and often at a fraction of the cost. And for those who are able, preparing meals in bulk and freezing portions can provide that same sense of ease without the ongoing financial burden. It's not about denying ourselves comfort. It's about finding smarter, more meaningful ways to nourish ourselves, ways that also honor our health and financial well-being. In the end, food is not just about filling the stomach. It's a cornerstone of our overall well-being, our culture, and our connections to one another. It's about the joy of creating something with our own hands, sharing it with those we care about, and slowing down enough to savor the experience. By choosing to limit our reliance on delivery services and instead embracing more intentional ways to nourish ourselves, we can save money, yes, but we also enrich our relationship with food and, perhaps more importantly, with life itself. Cooking and sharing meals offer us a deeper, more lasting form of joy, a comfort that far outweighs the temporary satisfaction that comes from a quick delivery app. 7. Unused exercise equipment. The pursuit of good health is undeniably one of the most precious gifts you can offer yourself as you grow older. Yet, despite the best of intentions, many of us fall into the trap of believing that the key to a healthier life lies in purchasing expensive exercise equipment. Ellipticals, treadmills, and a slew of high-tech gadgets, all promising to revolutionize our fitness routines, often end up as little more than expensive ornaments, discarded in a corner, gathering dust. It's heartbreaking when we realize that what we once thought would change our lives has instead become a reminder of forgotten aspirations. The problem, however, is not with the equipment itself, but with the mindset that drives us to buy it in the first place. Health and vitality cannot be bought with the swipe of a credit card or a hefty sum of money spent on the latest fitness craze. True health comes from within, from the simple, quiet strength of consistency, from the discipline to form small, sustainable habits that enrich our lives day by day. A $2,000 treadmill will not work wonders if it's left untouched, sitting there like a forgotten dream. But something as simple and free as a walk in the fresh air, something we can all easily do, has the power to transform not just our body but our entire outlook on life. Unused exercise equipment is more than just wasted money. It speaks to something deeper, the way we often misplace our priorities. Health isn't about keeping up with the trends or owning the latest gadgets. Health is about honoring our bodies by moving them daily, by fueling them with nourishing foods, and by staying emotionally and socially engaged. In this journey, simplicity is often the greatest ally. Bodyweight exercises, gentle yoga, and taking a walk outside are all practices that require little more than our commitment. They bring us strength, flexibility, and cardiovascular health, all without the need for a pricey machine. But perhaps the most overlooked aspect of fitness, especially as we grow older, is community. It's so easy to believe that fitness must be a solitary pursuit, requiring a personal gym or a private workout session. Yet, there is so much more joy to be found when we share these experiences with others. Joining a walking group, attending a senior fitness class, or even dancing with friends not only strengthens the body but nourishes the soul. The emotional and social benefits of these activities are immeasurable. These are the moments that create lasting memories, that lead to friendships that span decades. In contrast, solitary workouts on expensive machines often leave us feeling disconnected and isolated. If you happen to find yourself with a piece of unused equipment gathering dust, don't let it become a source of shame or guilt. Instead, let it be a lesson in self-compassion. Consider giving it a new life, whether you choose to sell it, donate it, or perhaps even repurpose it by incorporating it back into your routine with small, manageable goals. The key is not to let it symbolize failure, but to see it as a part of your evolving journey toward health. Looking ahead, it's essential to remember what truly matters: consistency over complexity. True health is not built on extravagant spending or fleeting fads. It's created by making thoughtful, intentional choices every day. Small, enjoyable routines, like a walk, a stretch, or a chat with a neighbor, can have far more lasting power than an expensive treadmill ever could. At this stage in life, health isn't just a goal to strive for. It's the very foundation of a life filled with purpose, joy, and energy. It is the catalyst for a life that is lived fully, with intention and a deep sense of gratitude. The real key to living well is not in the cost of our investments, but in the heart with which we live each day. So, let go of the guilt and let the simplicity of movement, connection, and healthy habits be your guide. 8. Expensive self-improvement courses. As we grow older, the yearning for personal growth and self-discovery becomes even more powerful. This phase of life offers a unique opportunity to reflect on who we've been, what we've accomplished, and, most importantly, how we can continue to grow, find meaning, and embrace the purpose that awaits us. It's a time when we crave fulfillment and a deeper connection with ourselves. Yet, it's also a time when the self-improvement industry often takes advantage of this vulnerability. Through glossy brochures, high-priced advertisements, and alluring promises, they offer expensive courses, seminars, and coaching sessions that claim to provide life-changing transformation. These programs promise to unlock your hidden potential, guide you toward success, or bring you the fulfillment you've been searching for. But let's pause and reflect for a moment. Do we truly need to invest thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars to uncover truths that, in many cases, are already nestled deep within our hearts? The reality is that by the time we reach this stage of life, we have accumulated a wealth of experiences, wisdom, and resilience. We've weathered storms, celebrated triumphs, and learned lessons through both hardship and joy. The deep insights that these expensive programs claim to offer are often the very same truths we've already encountered on our journey. Why then should we pay for an expensive external validation when we already hold the keys to our growth within? The marketing tactics used to promote these programs are often laced with emotional manipulation, preying on our deepest insecurities and fears. They make us feel like we're missing something, like we're incomplete without their guidance. But I believe the opposite is true. Instead of spending vast sums of money on a service that promises transformation, why not invest in opportunities that feel more authentic to who we are? There are so many paths to personal development that don't involve draining our savings. Libraries and online platforms are treasure troves of free or low-cost resources that cover everything from creative writing to meditation. So many of us forget that these simple resources can ignite passion and growth in ways that no overpriced course ever could. Community centers often host enriching workshops, book clubs, and events where you can connect with like-minded individuals who share your thirst for knowledge. These connections, built on shared interests, are not only enriching but can offer insights that no amount of money can provide. Even more profound is the opportunity to mentor younger generations, volunteer, or simply engage in meaningful discussions with others. These experiences, of giving and sharing, often prove to be the most rewarding forms of self-improvement. There's something deeply fulfilling about helping others, sharing your wisdom, and learning from their perspectives. In giving of ourselves, we often receive more in return than we could ever imagine. Ultimately, the most profound life lessons don't come from a seminar or a book. They come from within, from the quiet moments of reflection, the relationships we nurture, and the experiences that shape us over time. By resisting the temptation of overpriced self-improvement courses, we are not only protecting our financial health but also honoring the wisdom and growth that we've cultivated over a lifetime. True personal development doesn't come from chasing after external validation. It comes from embracing who we are, with all our imperfections and strengths, and finding joy in the journey that lies ahead. Let's not forget that growth is not just about what we consume, but what we contribute. How we live, love, and continue to evolve in the most authentic, meaningful ways. 9. Buying a brand new car. There's something undeniably tempting about the idea of buying a brand new car. It's the promise of that immaculate condition, the intoxicating scent of fresh upholstery, and the exhilarating feeling of driving off the dealership lot with a new chapter in life unfolding before you. It's hard to ignore the excitement that comes with starting fresh, with the thought that this new car could be a symbol of new beginnings and endless possibilities. But for older adults, the reality often paints a different picture, a picture that's both sobering and eye-opening. The truth is that purchasing a new vehicle at this stage in life can often turn out to be one of the most unnecessary and expensive decisions you could make. Let's talk about depreciation because it's something we can't ignore. The moment that shiny new car leaves the dealership, it begins to lose its value, almost as if the excitement of owning something brand new fades as quickly as the miles accumulate on its odometer. In the first year alone, a new car can lose up to 30% of its value, a staggering amount that's just gone, like sand slipping through your fingers. And by the time it hits the 4th or 5th year, it may have already lost half of its worth. This, for many, is not just a financial hit, it's a punch to the gut. The money spent on that car, money that could have been spent on enriching experiences, healthcare, or cherished time with family, is just lost. And that's a loss that you can feel deeply. For those of us who are in the later stages of life, whether retired or simply enjoying a slower pace, buying a new car becomes even harder to justify. Many of us may not even drive that much anymore, so the necessity of a brand new vehicle starts to feel like an extravagance. Modern cars, with their remarkable reliability and longevity, are built to last. The truth is, a gently used car, one that's 2 to 5 years old, can offer you nearly the same features, the same reliability, and the same sense of comfort, all at a fraction of the cost. It's almost like trading in the immediate gratification of the new car for the kind of long-term satisfaction that doesn't drain your resources. When you choose this path, you sidestep the overwhelming depreciation and still enjoy a dependable ride. But it's not just the price tag of the car itself that can cause concern, it's the hidden costs that sneak up on you. Higher insurance premiums, increased registration fees, and taxes are just a few of the financial burdens that come with owning a new car. These expenses often go unnoticed, quietly draining your resources over time. Opting for a used car can dramatically reduce these extra costs, allowing you to save that money for things that truly matter. Healthcare, travel, or simply having the freedom to enjoy life without worrying about ongoing expenses. That's where the real value lies. Choosing a used car is not about settling for less. It's about making decisions that align with where you are in life. It's about being wise with your finances and investing in your future with a sense of intention. After all, a car's purpose is simple: to get you from point A to point B safely and comfortably. A well-maintained pre-owned car can do that just as effectively as a brand new one, without the unnecessary strain on your finances. At this stage of life, where wisdom and experience guide our choices, it's essential to recognize that true value doesn't lie in fleeting luxuries. It lies in the ability to live with peace of mind, knowing that you've made thoughtful decisions that enhance your quality of life in ways that truly matter. In the end, it's not about denying yourself comfort or a reliable mode of transportation. It's about shifting the focus to what truly matters, the things that bring lasting joy and fulfillment. Financial stability, after all, is the key to a life of freedom and well-being. By choosing practicality over indulgence, you're investing in a future where your resources support your health, relationships, and your ability to live each day fully, without the unnecessary burden of financial strain. And isn't that the real luxury? 10 Practical tips for financial freedom in old age. 1. Track your spending. The first and most crucial step toward financial freedom is awareness. By keeping a clear and honest record of every single expense, you allow yourself the opportunity to see where your money is truly going. Awareness isn't just about numbers. It's about understanding your habits and your priorities. Tracking your spending gives you the power to make smarter decisions and, ultimately, regain control of your financial well-being. It may feel daunting at first, but the peace of mind it brings is worth every bit of effort. 2. Adopt a budget. Creating a budget isn't just about restricting yourself. It's about empowering yourself to live intentionally. Set up a monthly budget that is both simple and realistic. It's not about perfection. It's about knowing where your money needs to go and ensuring that your spending aligns with your most important goals. Focus on your needs over wants, because as you grow older, it becomes clearer that material possessions will never offer the lasting satisfaction that meaningful experiences and relationships can. Budgeting helps you prioritize what truly matters and ensures that you're able to navigate your golden years with financial peace of mind. 3. Practice the 30-day rule. Impulsive purchases can be tempting, but they often don't align with our long-term values. Try the 30-day rule. Delay any non-essential purchases for a full month. This waiting period not only allows you to see if the item is something you truly need, but also helps you build the discipline to resist fleeting desires. The more you practice it, the more you realize that true contentment doesn't lie in things, but in thoughtful decisions that reflect your values. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. 4. Audit subscriptions. Take a close look at your recurring subscriptions. We've all fallen into the trap of signing up for services that, over time, we forget about or stop using. Whether it's a streaming service or a magazine subscription, these small, unnoticed payments can quickly add up. By regularly auditing your subscriptions and cutting out the ones that no longer serve you, you create room for the things that truly enhance your life. It's a simple step that can lead to significant savings, freeing up resources for things that matter more. 5. Embrace simplicity. In a world that constantly pushes materialism, it's vital to seek joy in life's simple pleasures. The beauty of a walk in nature, the warmth of a hug from a grandchild, or the quiet peace of a good book, these are the moments that nourish the soul. As you grow older, it becomes increasingly clear that these free experiences hold far more value than the latest gadgets or luxury items. Embrace simplicity and allow it to bring you a deeper sense of fulfillment. Material things come and go, but the richness of simple moments is timeless. 6. Leverage senior discounts. One of the hidden treasures of aging is the abundance of senior discounts available to you. Many organizations and businesses offer special deals for seniors, from groceries to entertainment to travel. These discounts may seem small at first, but they can make a meaningful difference over time. It's not about the amount saved, but rather the mindset that sees opportunities for frugality as a form of empowerment, allowing you to enjoy life without the constant worry of financial strain. 7. Downsize thoughtfully. If you find that your home has become too large or costly to maintain, consider downsizing. It's not about losing what you've worked for, but rather about freeing yourself from unnecessary burdens. A smaller, more manageable space can significantly reduce ongoing expenses and open up opportunities to redirect those resources toward things that align with your goals, whether it's travel, hobbies, or simply saving for the future. Downsizing isn't about sacrificing comfort. It's about curating your life to reflect the things that truly bring you joy. Embracing financial wisdom and purpose in your golden years. As we grow older, the financial decisions we make carry a weight that is often more about freedom than accumulation. It's not just about having money. It's about using that money to create a life that is aligned with our deepest values. Our golden years should be a time to reflect, to live with intention, and to ensure that every dollar we spend is a vote for the life we want to live. It's not about depriving yourself of joy, but rather ensuring that your choices allow you to focus on the things that truly matter. Your health, your relationships, and the freedom to live each day with dignity. I've found that it's easy to be tempted by fleeting desires. We all have moments where we feel the pull of the latest trends or the allure of modern conveniences. But what I've come to realize is that true contentment doesn't lie in those things. It lies in the richness of simplicity, the well-loved home that brings comfort, the relationships that nurture your spirit, and the experiences that feed your soul. When you focus on living within your means, you begin to see that true wealth isn't in possessions, but in the relationships and experiences you cultivate. By spending intentionally, you're not just securing your financial future, you're honoring the life you've lived and the legacy you wish to leave. Financial wisdom is about more than numbers. It's about the freedom to focus on what truly matters, the laughter of loved ones, the joy of a quiet morning, and the satisfaction that comes from living a life well lived. The true power of financial freedom lies in its ability to allow you to prioritize what cannot be measured in dollars. In the end, your golden years are an opportunity to live with clarity, peace, and grace, unburdened by unnecessary financial stress. The goal isn't to accumulate more but to live fully, with intention and authenticity. This chapter of your life isn't just about financial freedom. It's about the freedom to live purposefully and in harmony with the values that have shaped you. The real measure of wealth lies not in how much you have, but in how much you've shared, the wisdom, the love, and the life lessons that make your journey uniquely yours. When you approach your finances with intention, you open the door to a life that is both secure and profoundly rewarding. Your legacy won't be defined by what you spent, but by the love you gave, the wisdom you imparted, and the joy you spread. This is the true essence of wealth. As we wrap up today's discussion on achieving financial freedom in old age, I hope you found these tips valuable and inspiring. Living with financial wisdom doesn't just ensure security, it allows us to focus on what truly matters in life. The moments that bring us peace, the relationships that enrich us, and the experiences that nourish our souls. So, what have you learned today? What's one lesson you're excited to put into practice in your own life? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Share with us one thing you've learned and plan to embrace as you move forward on your journey toward financial freedom and intentional living. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support helps us continue sharing valuable insights with you. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Let's continue to live intentionally and with purpose.